Question 1c was again very well done with an average of 60%. And what we're asked to do was show how the debtors control account would appear after posting the information above. You are not required to balance the account. So what we were given was journals. So we were given the cash receipts journal, the cash payments journal, and both credit journals. So what we need to just take out of those is the journals that will just affect debtors control. So in the cash receipts journal, we can see that there is a debtors control figure of $62,500. But there is also a discount expense of $500. So what we want to realize now is first of all, is this a debit or a credit? Is this going to make debtors go up or down? Well, this is effectively debtors paying us back and getting discounts. So this will make debtors go down. So we're going to need a credit entry. The next thing we want to figure out is, well, what amount will it be? Is it $62,500, or do we need to plus or minus the $500 discount expense? Well, the journal actually makes it simpler than you probably think. It says that the total debtors have gone down $62,500, and that's obviously made up with a lot of money and also $500 of discount expense. So the trick here is just to take it at face value and go, debtors control will actually go down $62,500, and what we'll do is we'll reference that as bank/discount expense. We could do that on separate lines, we'll talk about that at the end, but my advice would be just to take the number as it is, debtors control $62,500, and note that there was a bank/discount expense impact. What else will impact debtors? We also have the sales journal, so we can see credit sales was $75,000 plus GST, so debtors owe us $82,500, so that will make debtors control go up, and that would end up being a debit entry of $82,500. And again, we'll have a dual entry there, a reference of sales/GST clearing. And then it seems like we're done. What we do need to remember though is that earlier on we want to take the information and the work that we've already done. In question 1A we had to do a sales return, and we can see there we actually went and did a credit to debtors control of $1,980, and we also adjusted the subsidiary account. So we're asked to do debtors control here, so we're going to go and do a credit of $1,980, and getting our reference right, we just want to remember that the reference here is sales return/GST. They're the two debits which match up with this credit, and that was probably the third and most difficult mark in this question. Looking at how the marks were awarded, we were given the opening balance, so what we were given was 1 mark for getting the sales and GST credit sales debit entry, 1 mark for getting the amount of bank/discount expense credit, and the third and toughest mark was the sales return that we needed to incorporate from question 1A. Looking at the marks, we can see that this was very well done. 4 out of 10 kids essentially got 3 out of 3, and I think that's really good because it shows that nearly half the kids could take information from a previous question and apply it to this question. The average here was 1.8, so it was quite top heavy this question, with over 60% of kids getting 2 or more. The examiner's comments, full titles required, so it's sales/GST clearing, not sales/GST. Same with sales returns, it's not just sales, it's sales returns, and also with the bank/discount expense. What was interesting is that the examiner noted that bank and discount expense can be separated, but it's not advised. It's basically another chance to make an error. Why split that over 2 lines when you can just do one number with a dual reference, and that just takes out the mathematics of it. You don't need to figure out whether we need to make the number go up or down. We can just enter the number that we've been given.